What is Simon Belmont's leg bone attached to? His hip bone. Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday, my friends. Is it Thursday? I had a dream. About streaming before the stream. And now I've woken up and I don't know what day it is. I hope you're doing well, my friends. I might start a war in the chat tonight, but I gotta say, it's on my screen, it's Conga and Loyal first in chat, and I gotta break your heart a little bit, Loyal. I don't know what you see in your chat box, but Conga's high emote comes in just above your let's go. But I'm very happy to have you both here and ready for the stream. Thank you for being here. Let's go. Trying to read the rest of the message. So excited for tonight's show. Hope everything is amazing for you, my friend. Thank you, Loyal. And of course, I hope that things are amazing for you. I hope things go well tonight. We've got some challenging games ahead of us, but we're gonna try and keep spirits high. We've also got VR in the chat. I played VR for too long, and how's it going? It's going really well. Going really well. I got up. I woke up kind of early today. I did a lot of video trimming for the YouTube archive. I made a big dinner for me and Jelly. Had it ready when she got home from work in the evening. Took a long nap, and now we're ready to go. I've already got my fruit and cheese and coffee. Thank you for those, Jelly. And speaking of Jelly, she's here with the holiday emotes, past and future, ready to go in the chat. And I cannot wait. Until we're able to build a snowman. Oh, the reviews. Here are the reviews for my joke. All right. We've got a not like this, an 8.5 out of 10. That's a pretty good score for me. Yake, welcome in. Good to see you. I never knew you had a YouTube archive, VR says. Yeah, almost every VOD. It's not up to date. I've got a lot more on my computer than is actually visible on the YouTube page. I'm behind by a few months at this point. I've made some good efforts. To get caught up. The people who are nice enough to subscribe to the YouTube archive, I feel kind of guilty because I put a lot in their daily subscription feed when I do upload. And I hate for them to look in there. I hate for them to look at their subscription feed for the day and then see 8 videos with my face on them. But it's the only way I'm ever gonna get close to caught up. But we've got I've got two Agent Frownie channels. One is just VODs, just pure VOD archives, with a little bit of trimming here and there to cut out the dead time when I catch it. I scrub pretty lazily through them when I do the trimming, so there's probably more than I actually catch. And there's and there's another channel that's just like highlights. It's got boss battles and jokes, basically. And whenever we successfully complete a challenge run, I trim out the successful challenge runs and put them there. It's nice though. It's nice. It's like a wall of achievements. That was actually one of the like key motivators for the for starting streaming for me was that it creates a record of what I accomplish in video games, and it allows me to outsource my memory of that record. So that because I forget everything. I play a lot of games, I just forget everything, so it's nice to have that there. You should absolutely go for the joke reels, Jelly says. The agony. It's hard to trim those. I have to sub to your channels on YouTube. Thank you, Yake. There's I think those links will successfully get anyone who's interested over to those. At least you bother with that. I do not edit my VODs at all. Too much work. I mean, like I said, I basically just trim off the beginning and the end, and anytime I have to turn off my face cam for some reason to like go grab something. I don't mean I'm trimming out like all the dead time where I'm struggling in a game and not making any progress. I don't trim out those moments. They're all preserved in their full glory. Can we check timestamps on who was first tonight? Well, I got the first message from each of you, Loyal, at 11:08. Sorry, 11:09. You're the first one after the new line, Loyal. So if that helps you, you're actually the first one. I think after I hit start stream. The first comment from each of you were I think were before I hit go live. I'll give it to you, Loyal, Conga says. Well, there we go. Conga concedes, so Loyal is first in chat tonight. I get way into editing. I'll be 11 years behind if I start now because I'm 11 years behind. Yeah, I have all the I have VODs trimmed and scheduled for publication up to date through June 15th, I think. And I've got them trimmed up through August 11th, and it's just a matter of having to edit the metadata before I schedule them for publication, and just putting that in, like the title and the date and the description. It's just that little bit of typing takes forever. Oh. Need my timer on the stream. On the screen. We're going to get moving here, my friends, in just a moment. We're doing whip only in Castlevania tonight. We're going to do 2, possibly 3 runs through the game. Hoping to pick up no items except the whip upgrades. We are this is not really a low percent. I might someday go for low percent if I get good enough at whip only with the upgrades, but But yeah, we're gonna have the upgraded whip, but we're gonna try to avoid all of their items. No rosaries, no invincibilities, and hopefully no items in the power-up box up there. If I mess up and I grab one accidentally, I'm not gonna reset or anything because I'm not good enough at the run as it is. Um, but we are gonna make every effort to avoid all of those things. And you know, if we make a mistake here or there, oh well. Not gonna be too strict, but I am getting better at the run. I've completed it whip only. I've done 1cc twice now. That was actually the only time I've done it is last stream, but I did it twice back to back. It was amazing, and I think it was completely by accident and may never happen again. Because I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at the whole run. You know, I do sometimes make mistakes. Frankenstein can get me. Dracula 2 can get me. Though I have a really good understanding of the Dracula battle, Frankenstein is actually harder than Dracula. The big problem with Dracula is I tend to show up on my first attempt without full health, and so that makes it more difficult than it needs to be. Frankenstein, I usually show up with a lot of health, and I'm always just barely beating him. Frankenstein's probably the second most challenging part of the game, and death is impossible. I have no strategy for death. It's all luck when it comes to death. 1cc means 1 credit clear, Loyal. That's if I can beat a game without ever having to see the game over screen, then that's a 1cc. So using, you know, no extra credits, but only the lives you start with, plus any lives you're able to earn along the way. Some people might have a stricter definition where they would say that you're not allowed to use earned lives to call it a 1cc, but I do. I did earn those lives after all. Oh, VR said less we have to think about, better for YouTube uploads. That is true. That is true, VR. Mile Hyrule, welcome in. Great to see you, my friend. Thank you for making the clip of the moment that saved the Dark Souls playthrough. If you wanted to make it easier on yourself, you could just number label them and separate by game rather than dating the streams in total. Just an idea for the future once you mostly caught up with the VOD work. Yeah, I like having the dates, though, VR. I do, you know, the titles are usually just the title of the game, and I number them up until the first time we beat a game, but if we replay something, then I just put the game in the title, usually. It's weird. It's weird. I should have always numbered them, but it is what it is. Big, tall, and I love it. What? Mostly use my VODs as just a date locker. If I want to edit, I'll do it at a later date. All right, let's start pressing some buttons. I'm gonna run the timer until the first death, so that keeps me focused. I'm always, I'm always getting the no music glitch. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this cartridge. I guess it's damaged in some way or something because it never likes to play the music on stage 1. I know this is a pretty common glitch, but I feel like it occurs for me at an unbelievable rate. Big Tall is another streamer who's watching the Dark Souls VOD. Oh. He works mornings, can't make it very much, but we talk about your Dark Souls stream. Oh, that's excellent. I should give I should give Big Tall a follow to as a thank you. So I don't know, like I don't really want this answered, but like what I'm like kind of suspecting is like after I defeated the Iron Golem, I went to Anor Lundo and I was stuck there, and so I came back to, I don't know what the main part of the world is called, but I flew back to Sin's Fortress, and I feel like everything I've done since flying back to Sin's Fortress, I guess, has been optional. I don't think it's all been optional because some of the, at least Sif had a health bar. I feel like all the bosses with health bars are probably mandatory. Yeah, maybe not. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. But I mean, I definitely did a lot of wandering that I didn't have to do. But I'm not really, I'm not really upset about it. I'm actually kind of glad that I got stuck in Anor Londo, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone back and done all the things I've done, and there were some things that I discovered that I don't think I ever would have discovered if I hadn't been stuck. Like that that spinning tree that you can yeah, tell me afterwards during the credits, after the playthrough, let me know. Of course. But like those spinning trees that I found and killed, I don't think I ever would have found those if I hadn't been stuck for so long. So, not that they led anywhere super great, but, or like going back to the underworld and getting those flames. I don't know when I would have gotten around to that. I mean, actually, those have been useless for me so far, but I don't know. I'm kind of happy, like, as much as I hate how obscure walking across those things are, I'm actually kind of glad that it made me stuck and made me go back and do other stuff. So I know I don't sound glad. Half the fun of the Soul series is the wandering. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I just feel, when it's on stream, you feel pressure to make progress. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it from watching me that I feel pressure to make progress if I didn't say anything, because I spent so long not making progress and declining so many offers for help. Game's a little quiet. I should try and get the volume up when I have a chance to stand still without dying. If I enjoy being lost and finding secrets, I'll probably like Dark Souls 2 a little more. I suspect I'll play through the whole series eventually. It's just gonna be a matter of, you know, I don't have the hardware. I don't have the hardware to play any of the other games yet. So they're gonna be a while down the road. But the interest is there. So we'll see. But I am excited that I know where to go next now. As nice as it is to wander and find secrets, it is also nice to have a goal. I also learned I learned a mechanic or two that I don't think I ever would have known. From being stuck, so. While things were very slow, I would say they were overall pretty productive. Frownie, you do not understand. The less progress you make in Dark Souls, the more Dark Souls we get to see. And we all want to see more Dark Souls. Well, I don't want to make promises I can't keep, but I do want to say that I'm beginning to think a second playthrough is more likely. I don't know how many people are going to be excited for the prospect of me doing a second playthrough through Dark Souls, but I'm and I don't know how quickly it would follow after the first one. Probably not very quickly, but this egg on my head situation that I've been living with. If there's anything that's going to motivate me, I think, to do a second playthrough, I think the potential for playing again without having an egg on my head is a strong, like, temptation toward doing a second playthrough. Victory. Milk Shoe, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Egg on your head, yeah. In Dark Souls, I'm playing through Dark Souls for the first time. That's what we're going to be doing later on in tonight's stream, is continuing that playthrough. I've got a situation where my character has grown a giant egg on top of his head. That's all I was referring to. It's kind of a thing. It's somewhat changed the gameplay for me in ways that I'm not entirely enthusiastic about, and it looks overwhelmingly gross. Playing with an egg on my head in real life. If it falls off, I have to start the game over. That's an interesting challenge. I can't really picture you without the egg, Conga says. To be honest, I kind of can't either. It kind of feels like just what the Dark Souls guy is supposed to look like now. I think I've done more streams with the egg than I have without. No, while I jump. Oh, rip the deathless run. Alright, that means we can chat for just a moment. But he doesn't want any spoilers. This is true. Thank you for, Thank you for watching out for me, Conga. Ferrum Tusk, welcome in. Ground control to Agent Frownie. Take your protein pills and put your upside downy on. Oh. Vertical flip. I hope you're doing well today, Tusk. Thank you for joining us. You seem pretty beast at this game. Thank you. Thank you, Milk Shoe. I do all right at it. I will seem, I will seem much less impressive on the next level. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at all of the game except the death battle. I'm far from perfect, but pretty good at most of it. Oh, having a lot of trouble with Frankenstein tonight, that's for sure. Maybe I will seem less impressive now. It's alright, it's the warm-up run, right? So I've played quite a bit of Castlevania. This is I'm a pretty big fan of the series. I still haven't played all the games in the series, but I played a lot of them, and especially the classic platformers. I really love. And I think Castlevania 1, of all the ones I've played so far, is still probably my favorite. I've definitely played it the most. When I'm playing, sort of any percent, I can usually get a 1 credit clear of the game. I got so lucky right there. I got so lucky. I can usually do a 1 credit clear. One time I've beaten the game deathless, and that's what I'm going for now with whip only. Is I'm practicing a lot of whip only runs because I wanna beat it deathless. Like this. And if I get that run, I may do a proper low percent run. I'm too scared to do it without the powered up whip just yet. But if I get this run deathless at some point, then I think I won't be afraid of that extra little bit of challenge then. Gonna have to keep looking up pop culture references for turning me upside down. You may find if you do that, Tusk, that a startling number of them do not land for me. Particularly if you choose anything that's happened since the year 2000, you will find that my pop culture knowledge is shockingly limited. I like the classic games more too, right on. Yeah, I just, the Metroidvania ones, I played a couple of them. I played Circle of the Moon, Symphony of the Night, and Order of Ecclesia. And to be fair, I like Order of Ecclesia a whole lot. But I would also argue that the game is designed to feel more like a classic game than the other Metroid-style Castlevanias. Circle of the Moon I remember really enjoying when it was new, and Symphony of the Night I feel is okay. It's not like it's incredible and magical for me as it seems to be for a lot of people. But I think the problem is that most people who really loved that game, it was their first Metroidvania, and it did not have that advantage for me when I played it. So, like, most of what that game does, I'd already experienced in Ecclesia, Circle of the Moon, and even Bloodstained. Which I like Bloodstained a lot, too. I'm usually not crazy about games that have experience and leveling systems. The sort of RPG elements aren't really my thing, but I do like the openness and the exploration that the Metroid-style games offer. I love wandering around and finding secrets. I think that sort of linear platformers, you know, like this, though, are kind of always going to be my favorite type of game. Just, you know, give me an excuse to walk to the right and put a lot of obstacles in front of me, and I'm happy. Especially if I have to suffer a lot to overcome those obstacles. No! I'm really bad at this death fight, so there's a good chance we could be here for a while. Frownie also doesn't mind Castlevania 64. Not only do I not mind it, I love Castlevania 64. Like, it's way up there, maybe like top 3. It might be my second favorite Castlevania game. I think I would be comfortable saying that Castlevania 64 is my second favorite Castlevania game. I think that's probably accurate. Because my third would have to be Bloodlines, probably. Maybe Castlevania Adventure. It's hard to decide between those two. But I think I like Castlevania 64 better than either of those. Good thing Mazin's not here. He'd be weeping. He'd be weeping if he heard me say, if he heard me rank Castlevania the Adventure so low. I feel like I'm betraying him. Oh no. I did bad. I did bad at the hallway. Death with no sub-weapons, is that possible? Every now and then I accidentally defeat death without sub-weapons. It's a pretty rough part of the game because I don't have any I don't have any strategy for it. And I mean, I don't really have strategy for any of the bosses. My strategy is to show up with a lot of health and tank the hits. Like, that's not a very good strategy. That doesn't work on death though. He does too much damage too often. So that's my strategy for pretty much every other boss. I do a little bit of a defensive maneuvering against Frankenstein. And Dracula, I've got a really solid strategy for, so... It's really... Death is the only place where I feel completely hopeless. This is double Ancient Frownie. Oh no. Budafingers, welcome in. Cultivania 64. Happy Thursday to you, Budafingers. I hope you're doing well today. No. Things are going better for a moment. People hate on it so much, and it's nowhere as bad as people say. I do think the skeletons on motorcycles are silly, though. What are you doing, Tusk? The skeletons on motorcycles is the raddest enemy in the history of video games. Man, that game has amazing enemies. It's got a Frankenstein with a chainsaw for a hand. It's got stained glass knights. And best of all, skeletons riding steampunk motorcycles. What's not to love? No. There are enemies from Dark Souls you might not have seen yet. You might not have seen yet. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. If a skeleton on a motorcycle shows up in Dark Souls, it'll be my new favorite game. Oh, we're out of there. I do like Chainsaw Hand Frankenstein, yeah. Oh, Conga, by the way, way to go on the gingerbread men in the Discord. I really like those. I'm gonna have to get Jelly to do a piece of artwork for me that's something involving gingerbread men and candy canes for an icon. I don't know exactly what, but oh, this is a terrible situation. Oh, rip the 1cc. I'm not very good at stage 6. I'm okay at stage 6, but I'm not very good at it. No, I'm facing the wrong way. Burb manip. Quick grind up points. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I didn't actually even have to manipulate the birds. I got the pattern I wanted. Which is good, because I don't really like walking up and down the stairs to manipulate the birds. I wish I could just deal with whatever pattern they came in. I would feel much better about my gameplay if I could do that rather than having to manipulate them. One thing, if you've never seen me work on a challenge, so one thing about it is, I like to do pretty much everything I do in games like super blind. I'm very, like, I'm very anti-spoilers and anti-help to the point that I may seem like somewhat mentally unwell, but I'm very much against receiving outside information regarding games I'm working on. So I never watch any other playthroughs or do any research. I actively avoid, like, learning tricks and glitches and stuff like that. There it goes. We almost had it. I can. It's not outside my ability to defeat Dracula without taking any damage. I have done that before, but it's not easy. Oh, let me take a moment to let me rewind the chat because I think I missed a comment or two. Oh, did Conga make any more amazing works of Pokemon art? And Conga says, thankfully for everyone, no, I haven't. I kind of want that Pikachu as a corduroy plushie. So the thing about that Pikachu that you drew, Conga, actually, let me share it again. I have to warn you, everyone. This is some cursed artwork you're about to see. I just wanted to make a comment about it though, so I have to pull it up. So, this is Pokemon Yellow, starring Mo from The Simpsons. So, I didn't see, like, it's difficult for me to see where Mo's mouth is. It looks to me like Pikachu's right cheek is Mo's mouth. like he's doing like an ooh, and the lightning is coming out of his mouth. I don't know if anyone else sees it like that, but that's actually the way my brain default interprets this image. I didn't even see his bottom jaw down there for forever. I don't even think it was until after the stream that I realized that it had his bottom jaw on it. That's the only way I saw it too, Jelly says. Eek, it's Dr. Acula. Now I can't unsee it, Tusk says. I'm happy I could do that for everyone. All right, have I been upside down long enough? Yes, I have. Jelly says, I hope nobody just accidentally got banned or timed out. Khaki just walked across my tablet and I saw that box pop up. Oh no. If you've been banned or timed out, whisper to me and I can, Oh, I don't think you can send a request for 24 hours to be unbanned. I don't think anyone did, Jelly. I would see, I should see a message in my chat if anyone did accidentally get banned or timed out. It should show in the chat, in my chat box. So I think we're all right. I think I've been banned, Loyal says. No, I picked up an item. Oh. Well, I'm not going to use it, so... Not that big of a deal, but it still hurts. If not, you should go ahead and ban me and save some trouble. I would hate for it to come to that, Loyal. I don't want you to go feeling invincible or anything, but I would certainly miss your enthusiasm. You'd never ban me, I'm too lovable. I was just about to say, meanwhile, Loyal was banished to the Shadow Realm. I never actually watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but I do love the ring of that expression. I feel like my greatest achievement so far while working on this run has been figuring out how to manipulate Dracula's movement. Excuse me. Not quite the 1 CC that we would have hoped for. I think that was that the second try? Thank you for the GG Conga. That artwork just leads me to believe Mo isn't allowed within a couple 100 yards of a Poke Center from now on. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, there was one run. We'll go for a second. For those who may not know, we use a wooden sword to press reset. That's how I conveniently reach the buttons on my consoles without having to get up. Let's go. Oh, we actually got the stage 1 music. What a rare treat. I think I started my timer just slightly behind the start button. So, need to remember to add a second to my time when we're done. Parole Officer Oak. Oh no. The good old reset stick method. I mean, it's that, but you have to admit that the sword earns me a few extra style points. That's the luckiest bat. It's a method that's easy to stick with. Very nice. This bat is actually quite troublesome. Without any axes to throw. It poses a very legitimate threat. No need to branch out. Oh no, is this what we're doing now? I might complain about your branch and stick jokes, but you know I wouldn't have it any other way. No. That's what I get. That's what I get. I get my run completely delegitimized. I'm hitting reset. I wasn't feeling good about that one anyway. From the bad start on the timer to taking some damage here and there. Gotta quit lumbering around and take it serious. Make sure you stretch or you maple a muscle. No. How am I gonna play this and read these at the same time? The thing about stick puns, their bark is worse than their bite. Who do I have to thank for the dancing Hercules pun you shared with me earlier? I believe that was the work of Conga. If I remember correctly. I was hoping he'd forget to tell you. I did actually forget Conga until a little bit before the stream tonight. I forgot until it was time for me to think of tonight's opening joke. You gotta believe me. I know you can 1cc this, Loyal says. Believe you say? If anyone should be accidentally banned, it's Conga. I can't argue, Conga says. I don't know why I can't think of a soil pun, and it's in my name. Boat ladder, welcome in. Don't do it, Loyal. Soil puns are a dirty job, Buddhafinger says. I don't know about that one. I don't know how I feel about that death. Just watching that back just now. That one feels a little bad. Oh, how the muddy have fallen. We're just punning around. I hope you're having a good evening, Buddha Fingers. Boat ladder, rather. I mean, I hope you're having a good evening too, Buddha Fingers. But I already suspect you are from the wealth of comedy that you've shared with us. You know, I think the no music is like my good luck charm. As much as I complain about it. Right, our first run of the night, I didn't have any music and things went pretty well. And then the next couple times I had music and then went really poorly, so... Never mind. I just can't get going now with a good second run. I hate leaning on the reset button like this. It's so much more fun to jump than it is to walk. Why is your icon guy holding a holy water when you aren't using any sub-weapons? That's a good question. I should edit the image to add like a ghost, like a Ghostbusters like no symbol over top of it, over top of the holy water. And by I should edit the image, I mean I should ask Jelly to edit the image for me. The Frownie icon is like Rambo, it's unstoppable. We should also do. We should also have a no. We should also have a no symbol added above the item in the Contra Frownie logo too, because we do no items Contra so often. I'm doing real bad. But hey, we made it. No! Alright, we're just gonna roll with it. I'm tired of, I said I'm tired of leaning on reset. When I get pretty good at the run, like where if I get to where I'm getting 1 CCs on almost every attempt, and it feels like Deathless is real close, I'm gonna get real strict about the items. Like picking up an item like that, I'm gonna count that as a failure. When we go for the real Deathless run. So At some point, when I get good enough at this, that would be an automatic reset. But I'm not really to that point yet. When it rains, it pours, right? One more reset, one more time. No, we're okay. We might, you know, if this run is a 1 credit clear, we might do a 3rd run. So, you know, it's only been about an hour and a half. We haven't even been doing this very long. I expected we would do practice, you know, for like 2 to 2.5 hours before we move to Dark Souls. So another hour of Castlevania is perfectly fine. I was walking to the right. I deserve that. The game just wants to give me item after item after item. I've had several runs at this game that have made it all the way to death on a single life. It's not you know, it's not something I can do consistently, but it is something that I can reasonably expect to pull off most of the time. Or, you know, a good portion of the time. You went way up there. I got lucky not to take a hit there. Grab a little snack for the road just because it tastes good. This level is so weird because, like, it's such a scary, difficult level unless you just run straight through it. Like, the secret to this level is just rush. It's only going slowly and cautiously that creates problems in that part. That's weird because, like, so much of this game, the attitude of, like, rushing through an area is gonna get you completely destroyed. So much of it is designed to make you, like, take your time and approach everything, like, really cautiously. And then that one area, that's one of the hardest areas in the game, the secret to it is just go real fast. I guess that's a good way to trap players, right? They get you in the habit of being careful all the time and then punish you for it. So close. It's a bit typical for all Castlevanias. I think I've got 3 classic-style Castlevanias left to play yet. I think there are 3 I've never gotten to. Castlevania Legends on the Game Boy, which I've heard isn't very good, but I mean, we'll have to see. I am known to like games that people don't think very highly of sometimes. Rondo of Blood, and I think I've actually got 2 versions of that to play. But I've heard that one is spectacular. Dracula X, which is a version of Rondo of Blood, I guess, but it wasn't one of the 2 I was thinking of. And Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth, which people say is pretty good, from what I understand. So I've got a few classic ones left to look forward to. Those are the ones I can think of that I haven't played at least. Rip timer? Yeah, I should turn off the timer. Hydrate and stretch break. Alright, Loyal, we'll do those in a moment. Let me make an attempt at death first, and then after death kills us, we'll do those. I think I know where most of the meat is in the game, but I have to admit, there are meats that I don't know where they are. I just discovered one for the first time like 2 weeks ago. At some point I should do like a really like slow and exploratory playthrough to find out where all those things are, but I don't know. That's a someday sort of thought. No rush, because like I feel like I know where most of them are. Maybe all of them, but probably not all of them. I got lucky there. No, don't land on me. Alright. No one told Dracula the reason why castle stairs were built in a clockwise manner? I don't know the reason why. I feel like I've heard it before. I feel like I've heard the reason why before, but I don't remember what it is. Is it something to do with horses? All right, stretch and hydrate. We can go big for the stretch. Hydrated. Probably going to take the Halloween decorations down this weekend. Counterclockwise stairs drove Dracula batty. It's so people going up the stairs would have their sword arms pressed against the tightest part of the spiral, making it hard for them to swing their swords. That's clever. And that also means I can take over any castle I want because I'm left-handed. I'd be unstoppable. Yes, Frownie, you have the power. Is that a Mario Kart blanket? It sure is. We got this. We got this as a freebie. I got this for free. Because I went to a game store one time and spent $300. So they gave me this blanket for free. I didn't know I needed a Mario Kart blanket, but now I need one. I have 2 blankets down here, and they're both Mario themed. The other one is it's not a specific game. It's just got a big Mario on it. I'm sending you a revised icon, Jelly says. Oh, thank you. I'll refresh my email and look for it. Best $300 blanket ever. I mean, free blanket. Yeah. I don't normally drop that kind of money at a game store either. that was a very rare occurrence. Ah, beautiful. The circle is somewhat egg-shaped. The circle is somewhat egg-shaped, I see. It kind of has to be there, right? Because the holy water bottle is a little oblong, and then also the edge of the image is too close. All right. Let me just get this titled correctly and moved. What made that particular trip to the game store? What made it especially expensive was that I bought a top loader NES, and it was a terrible purchase. I bought a top loading NES, and that was kind of pricey, and then it stopped working like the day after the return date. So I've got a non-functional top loader NES. It's very sad. Planned obsolescence. I know. It's as if they knew. I mean, I don't think it's the game store's fault, but it feels like it. It feels like it could be. I was doing dishes and heard the comment. Thank you for the drawing, and thank you for doing some late night dishes, Jelly. My Resident Evil 2 cart was plotting against me for years. That it was. I'm still hopeful that someday I'll be able to get that top loader repaired. But another thing about it that I didn't really take into consideration is the top loading NES puts out a worse video signal. It's not tremendously worse, but side by side, it is noticeably worse. One, because it only puts out an RF signal. But also just they changed something. They changed some component of it, so that even when it's modded for composite output, it still looks slightly worse. Certainly. Good, good stream and good night all. Good night, Jelly. I'll see you in several hours in the morning. Their Sega CD RAM battery went out midstream. He replaced the battery just to have it do it again. When he was 7 hours into a game, I couldn't read the title. Pop Full Mail? Oh no. I'm not as immune to stairs as I like to think I am. Come on, bird. One CC is still on the table. Albeit with a lot of interruptions. But that's alright. You told him about the tragedy of my Resident Evil card. Yeah, for anyone who wasn't here, we tried playing Resident Evil 2 on the stream. I have the Nintendo 64 version of it, and it's my, it's my childhood copy of Resident Evil 2, and we were playing it, and at the start, like I showed, like it even still had my save files from childhood left on it. And we were playing and everything was going just fine. We were playing the game, we were saving our progress, and then 2 hours in, I tried to save, and I noticed all the save files were gone, and I was like, well, that's weird. I wonder if it just got a bad read on it. And then I tried to save, and it wouldn't save, and I discovered the battery had died. Of all the times, like, the cartridge had sat on the shelf for years. And the night the battery finally gave out just happened to be the night that I put it in to play it. Midstream, it was awful. Hey, is that Sir Rack of Lamb I see down there? Welcome in. Welcome to the Castlevania whip-only practice. This is run 2 of the night. We're going to do one more after it, and then we're going to play Dark Souls after that. But happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, my friend. He's going to do a big jump, but I don't want to walk under him. One CC, here we go. Hello and good evening. Good evening. It's because the stairs aren't clockwise spiraled. From that point forward, it became a real survival game. It was. I had to beat it deathless. And I failed. We died, we lost our progress, and I had to quit. Nice job, thank you, thank you. It wasn't the prettiest 1cc I've managed, but you know, I'll take it. Anytime we don't have to suffer the agony and the humiliation of the game over screen, we should be very happy. Thank you for the GGs, my friends. I want to say something like, I have a good feeling about this run, and completely jinx myself. Derek Ocean, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you, Derek. One time I have defeated the bat without taking any damage. It was miraculous. Not a feat I am likely to repeat anytime soon. The bat's pretty difficult to deal with. Medusa's easy, the mummies are easy. And then it's sort of like from hardest to easiest, it's Death, Frankenstein, the Bat, and then Dracula. I actually think Dracula is easier than Yeah, I think Dracula's the third easiest boss. Dracula's still hard, like, but he can be... But he's very easy to manipulate if you stay on your toes. You have to work hard to defeat Dracula, but it's very doable. How's the stream going? Pretty good. Pretty good. This is our third run. Well, yeah. Had to use one continue on the first run. But we got it on the first life after we used our continue, so... It was close. It was real close to a 1cc. Second run was a 1cc. And now we're gonna see how the third one goes. There were a lot of false starts between run 1 and run 2. I was leaning on reset pretty heavily. But you know, sometimes that's the way it is. Sometimes you hit a patch of bad luck. Third run minus 50 resets, yeah, exactly. You know, those don't count. Because I say they don't. I haven't seen a single reset. Not one, Tusk says. That's the correct answer. Watched a couple episodes of Deadwood. Really good show, Derek says. I've heard good things about it, but never watched it myself. No! We were having such a good run. We were having such a good run, and now it's illegitimate. Now it's doubly illegitimate. What is the game doing to me? I can't stand this. It gave me an invincibility, and then it dropped a rosary on me. I hate this game's generosity. Another rosary? I don't think the rosaries ever disappear. If one of those lands in your path, it's a run killer, because it can be a run killer because there's no way to get around them. If it lands on the other side of a gap or something like that, you might be able to scroll them off the screen to despawn them. I haven't tried that. That probably works. No. That's fine. I don't like what was going on anyway, so... We're on the third run of the night. About to start it. All right. Feels like there are a lot of trains rolling by tonight. I love the sound of trains in the winter. I live right nearby a train track. Makes my house rumble when they roll by. I don't think that's right. That bat moved too much. Most people I know aren't into westerns, so most people don't have much to say. Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of westerns. Tyson for the win. Welcome to the stream. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you've been doing well. Try my best, you know, life. Oh, no worries, no worries. By all means, I don't begrudge people for having things to do. Just like people to know that I try my best to remember them, and that, you know, their absence doesn't go unnoticed. Is whip only a category? I mean, it is for me. I don't know if I don't know that it's actually a I don't know that it's actually a speedrun category. Like a proper category, but that's all right because I'm not, you know, I'm not really a speedrunner. I just thought it's a fun way to play the game. It'll you know, it makes me interact with things in new ways, and it definitely adds a whole new level of challenge. RIP. I keep getting foiled by the game's generosity. Look at this. Has anyone ever spawned as many rosaries as I have? Oh, this is what I was talking about. I was just talking about this a moment ago, how the rosaries can kill your run. Alright, they can be despawned, though. But yeah, if that didn't despawn when I walked away, it would be there forever, because they don't time out. I don't think they do, anyway. If they do, they sure take a lot longer than every other item. They do say something? What? People don't have much to say about Westerns. Actually, they do. They say, "What are you, an old man?" Westerns is a category. I don't know. It's hard to, when I think of Westerns, I think of them as being either either falling into a category where they're kind of too straight-laced and kind of cheesy, or they're way too, like, gritty for my taste. So, like, I think my problem with Westerns is I always expect them to fall too far into one extreme or the other. Once you do it, then it becomes a category. Well, we've done several 1-credit clears of whip only. It's only the you know, I'm trying to get good enough to do it without dying, and that's pretty tough. I'm actually pretty good at most of the game now with just the whip. It's that's 3 rosaries on 1 level. This is the worst. This is the fakest whip-only run ever. 4! I hate this game. I'm not leaving without my dinner. It's hard to find a good balance in Westerns. Yeah, that's just, I think that's what puts me off from watching more of them. I'm taking my wall meat. Uh-oh. I could not do that without dying, and I love this game. It's taken me a lot of work. Death is really my only problem. If I get to where I can defeat death consistently, or semi-consistently, then we'll have it made. Just whatever. It's already a dead run. So when I'm annoyed that I'm accidentally touching items, but like I'm not resetting because I'm not good enough at whip only yet to bother resetting every time I make a mistake. But when I am like going for like the true legitimate whip only deathless run, that like picking up items like this would count as a failure. I would have to reset if I were really on the grind. Right now I just get annoyed and keep going. But for the real run, I've set a personal rule for myself. I can't touch any invincibilities or rosaries, and my item box at the top has to stay clear the whole run. I mean, it's just a more lenient version of low percent. And, you know, like I've said, you know, if I do get a run, if I do get a whip only run, you know, by my sort of standards, then I may go for like a proper low percent run after that, but we'll see. We'll see. There are other challenges and other games I want to work on too, so. Can't devote all of my challenge run focus to one game. So we're at 1 death on this run. I mean, I've picked up 1,000 items. If picking up an item counts as a death, then I've died 1,000 times. But I think so far only Frankenstein has properly killed me. What else is on my mind? Well, I'm working on challenge runs of the Contra series. I just finished, I did a Deathless run in Operation C not that long ago, and now I'm trying to do Operation C, no items, Deathless. So So I'm actually working on that one at the same time as Castlevania. I'm kind of going back and forth between those two games. And then I want to be able to do Contra 3 as well, but Contra 3 I can't even beat on a hard mode. I can only beat it on normal so far. I need a lot of practice at Contra 3. Contra 3 on hard mode is probably the most difficult game I've ever played. It is off the charts how different that game is between normal and hard mode. And at some point I'd like to work on the Ninja Gaiden games. I think I could do Ninja Gaiden 1 deathless with a lot of practice. I mean, a lot of practice. That game is deceptive, though, because it's pretty easy, like... It's pretty easy for the first, like, parts of it, and then it ramps up to crazy hard later on. I haven't played the arcade version of Super Contra yet. I have it on the, I have a port of it on the Switch. But I haven't played it yet. I've played a little bit of the arcade version of the original Contra, also on the Switch, because they're in the Contra Anniversary collection. But I haven't really spent a lot of time with the arcade games. So far I've done just the NES Contra games. I've beaten each of them deathless 3 times. We've done any percent, low percent, and 100%. 100% is another one of those. It's not a category people actually do. So far as I'm aware, like the speedrun.com or whatever, doesn't even have a category for 100% Contra, which is weird to me. I don't know why no one's interested in that sort of playstyle. Oh, so close. My whip upgrade despawned. What? Don't fear the Reaper. Good song, good song. Well, I mean, for Contra, they have any percent and low percent runs. And people even do pacifist runs in Contra, but no one's interested in 100%. That was I was getting careless there. Uh Ninja Gaiden is evil, cast it into the fire, destroy it. Ninja Gaiden's a really fun game if you first try the last boss. If you die to the last boss, Ninja Gaiden becomes the worst thing ever. My mom and sister were surprised I liked Westerns, Derek says. They were like, okay, Grandpa. Oh, Yake has inverted our face cam for a while. We'll do that. The other thing is, until someone makes a run of it, it isn't a category yet. So you can make them if you want. Yeah, that's all right. You can submit any category of any game to SRL. Once they confirm it, it's now a thing. One thing where I know that, like, Contra speedrunners, one reason that I suspect Contra speedrunners wouldn't like 100% very much as a category is because it forces a handful of mandatory wait times into the game. So your time is always going to be inflated by that. The behind the back stages. Each time you enter a room, you have to wait. You basically have to wait a certain amount of time before the items will spawn, or before the enemies that carry the items will spawn. So, I know that makes it unappealing in a way, but it could be a lot worse. Hey, we did it. What is 100? So I define 100% Contra as you just have to get every item drop. And so we've done that for Contra and for Super C. I've had any percent, 100%, and low percent deathless through each category in both games. And I don't know that I'm gonna do every Contra game like that, but I've been trying to do them all like that. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to build up enough skill and luck. And for me, it's mostly luck. So another 1cc is a real possibility right now. I don't really know how to handle this part very well. That was nice to get through there without damage. That's a pretty rare treat. Oh, let's go. Dracula's about to have a bad day. He seemed to have moved to Australia. And how is my day going? My day is going really well. I did a lot of work on the stream archive earlier this afternoon. I made a great big delicious dinner. Got a lot of work around the house done, and you know, having some decent runs through Castlevania. Rip the damageless Dracula. Oh, I forgot the Echo the Dolphin run too. I've committed. I'm gonna start practicing for a deathless run through Echo the Dolphin when I hit 1 million subscribers. That's the only sub goal for the channel is deathless Echo the Dolphin practice begins at 1 million subscribers. Victory! Alright, that's a 1cc, and with a lot of lives in our pocket, too, right? Still have 3 lives on the table? Was that really a 1cc in that case? That doesn't feel right. I think I used a continue and didn't and blanked it out of my memory. Dracula 2 is nothing to worry about, and I'm very, like, the thing I'm most proud of is I figured out how to manipulate Dracula 2 all on my own. I mean, I try to always figure everything out all on my own, but I'm really proud that I was able to figure him out. So many rosaries, I know, it was disgusting. Alright, I don't really want to stop, but I guess we've got to. We've got Dark Souls to get to. I know. Now that I don't want the items, they're just everywhere all the time. Alright, so we'll do more Castlevania. I'm not sure when. Probably next week. Maybe on Tuesday of next week. I feel like I'd like to get back to it sooner rather than later. but yeah, it's time for to continue our Dark Souls playthrough. So let's start moving our capture things over. I'm gonna take a BRB in between games, but let's go ahead and get set up for Dark Souls because that takes a moment or two. Thank you for keeping me company on the Castlevania runs. We're getting more consistent with the 1cc's. So I mean, I actually think I can do a deathless run eventually. I had doubts that it would ever be possible, but you know, I'm doing pretty all right. And even our first run that wasn't a 1cc, I still made it through death on the first credit, right? We didn't use the continue until stage 6. So, yeah, I'm pretty consistently making it past death on the first credit now. I don't know how. I don't know how because I still don't have a strategy for death. It's just like I guess I'm developing better instincts for the fight. But all right, this might be the volume here might get a little weird while we're switching. How far did you get the other night in Dark Souls? I found the secret pathway in Anor Londo. I found the thing I can walk across that I didn't know I could walk across that was keeping me from making progress over there. That's how far I got. I'm actually remembering, so I'm what you don't see right now is I actually have the Switch pulled up on the other TV. I'm actually remembering to change the network settings finally, and I'm just making sure that I'm closing out and making sure it's remembering my preferences, so I can stop complaining about those messages polluting the floor everywhere I go. Fantastic. Okay, it looks good. All right, so like I said, audio might get a little weird here for just a moment. Okay, I think the mic is back. Yeah. All right, and let's get some of the uh-oh. uh, just a moment. Let's see. What? Something is weird in my I don't know if you guys are hearing any music or not. Um of your NES collection, what is your least played game and why? There are maybe 100 games tied for that spot, um, Sir Rack of Lamb. I have a ton of NES games that I've never played. I have more that I've never played than that I have played. That's the music that I thought you might have heard before. Some of my sources in my OBS, something went wrong with them. I have to recreate them real quick. That's what's taken me a moment here. I don't know why. I don't know what went wrong, and I'm sorry that I'm making you wait through this, but it's if I don't do it now, I'm not going to remember to do it. It's one of those kind of things. right. Oh, thank you for your patience. I don't know what happened. My music and my icon both went completely wild. All right, let's get the game audio properly set up. Cool. It was echoing there for a moment. All right. Hey, after all that sausage making, it looks like we're good. All right, let me get caught up with you guys. I couldn't see the chat there for a while. Uh yeah, thank you for the feedback. Dark Souls time. Yeah, that's it. That's it's time. So, yeah, with my game collection, the thing about the thing about it was like I was really into games from like the NES to the N64. I got a GameCube right at release, but about a year or two into the GameCube's lifespan is when I went to college. And when I went to college, I really kind of stopped playing games. I think I only took a Super Nintendo with me and only a couple games. And I didn't play very often. But I started buying retro games like back in the late Nintendo 64 era. I started buying all the NES games and SNES games I could find, um, pretty much that early on. And even though I stopped playing games, I kind of stopped playing games for a long time. I never stopped buying them. So I've built up, you know, over that time I was in college and afterward, I built up a really big retro game collection with just all of it being like, well, I'll enjoy these someday. And now that I'm finally doing the stream, I'm finally getting around to enjoying them. So I've got roughly 1,000 retro games, like physical retro games, but I've only played a fairly small percentage of them. Maybe like between 10 and 20%. Uh, take your time. Things happen. I do that today too. My computer updated and messed with everything. I used to use so many platforms. I had like 8 different OBS profiles. One of them, sometimes one of them would go bad. Don't ask me why. It's just how it is. Yeah, OBS has caused me a lot of headaches, but it usually turns out that they are. It usually turns out that all the headaches, the real cause of them is user error. Uh, that in my case, that's what it is. Um, I've been messing with my green screen for weeks now and can't get it perfect like it once was. I have a green screen, but I never use it because I like to keep my room too dark. I'm moving us over to the Dark Souls category. Zinchan, welcome in, my friend. We're just about to get started with Dark Souls for the night. We're about to make progress. At the end of our last session, I found the path to progress, and we're going to take advantage of it tonight. Be annoying. Sorry to hear that. What SNES games I must know? If it's the same question, um, yeah. Again, like I've got maybe 50, somewhere between 50 and 75 SNES games I own that I've never played. So, and it's like that on every platform. I do have a inventory of my retro collection. It's the link down there, the VG Collect page. It's not perfectly up to date. It's hard to estimate. I've got maybe 50 or 60 games now that are not in the inventory yet, and it's only it it I think it only includes games pretty much up to the PlayStation 2 era. So PlayStation 2, GameCube, original Xbox. There's Wii and Wii U in there, but like PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and Switch. I don't know that I've inventoried. Switch might be in there too, but I don't think I've inventoried most of the more current stuff. It's really the retro stuff that's in there. Um, we didn't get a GameCube until 2007, but it's still our favorite console. Yeah, the GameCube, I have mixed feelings about the GameCube. On the one hand, I really like it, but so many of the games are kind of disappointing. It was a period of time like Nintendo wasn't doing a good job at releasing finished games. And so I don't know. Like there's so many games like the Wind Waker is a really great game, but if they had finished it, it could have been so much better. And like Mario Sunshine, I don't really like that much. It's a game again, like though it could have been a great game, but Nintendo didn't bother to finish it, and so it kind of ruins the game for me. The Mario Sunshine is a way worse situation than Wind Waker, though. Wind Waker is way, way, way better than Mario Sunshine. Mario Sunshine is terrible wasted potential. Bye, Mom and Dad. I'm heading to college. I'm taking my SNES in these few games. That was kind of it. That was kind of it. And at first, I didn't take anything. I only brought my SNES after a while. I didn't figure I didn't figure I'd have a lot of time for games, and mostly I was right. But um, what were those? What games did I take with me? I know I had Super Mario Kart, and probably Mario World and Yoshi's Island, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm never without. Um, and probably Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I don't really. It's been a long time, so I don't remember. I do like I said, I'm never without Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and I specifically remember I had Mario Kart because Jelly and I used to play that when we were in college quite a bit. Um, that and Mario All Stars. We played those two, so I had those two, and I probably had the other Mario games with me. It wouldn't have been a ton of games, just a few kind of standout favorites. We're all switched over though. Let me take a BRB, my friends. I need to step away for for just a short while, um, and then we'll actually start playing Dark Souls, and we can continue to we can continue to chat retro games. But I need to get up and get away from the computer for a moment. So yeah, if you want to come along for the Dark Souls journey, if you've just dropped in, it's a first playthrough. It's very strictly blind, so you're going to see very quickly I don't really know what I'm doing, and we want to keep it that way. I'm trying to struggle through under the steam of my own substandard brain, and somehow I keep making progress. So I encourage you to come along and enjoy the struggle. I'll see you again in just a moment.